Code changes happen for a multitude of reasons, and sometimes it's difficult to determine what the intent of the change is. It might seem subtle when looking at the change made to 408.4, approved locations for circuit directory for a panel board, but having an accurate and legible circuit directory for a panel board can not only save time, it can also seriously improve safety. Historically, panel directories have been found on the inside of the door or attached to the front of the panel. Typically, directories are a template supplied with the panel board from the manufacturers. Oftentimes, those templates only allow a small space for a written description of the load being served. The 2020 NEC adds language that allows for the panel directory to be in an approved location adjacent to the panel board. With this added language, the code now allows for more written detail. Instead of having a circuit simply say lights, you can now elaborate as to the specific areas on the schedule and not have it have to fit on the factory-provided materials. Either way, the code maintains that every circuit and circuit modification must be legibly identified as to its clear and specific purpose. This aids electrical professionals in two ways. The first is simply that the more information provided inside a panel board, the better. The more detail you can provide in a circuit directory, the safer everyone who works on the system will be. It also makes future work on the system easier and provides the best product to consumers. The second is that information is useless unless it's easy to find. That means that the location has to be clear, obvious, and consistent. Historically, that meant placing a circuit directory on the face or inside the panel board doors. The requirement for a circuit directory was introduced in the 1990 NEC. Prior to that, the requirements had been set in Article 110 for each service, feeder, or branch circuit at the point where it originated to be legibly marked to indicate its purpose unless located and arranged so the purpose was evident. The enhanced identification requirements in Article 408 included the provision to avoid using transient conditions of occupancy so that living room or upstairs bedroom number 1 was okay, but children's bedroom or sewing room was not. These provisions satisfy the requirement of being easy to locate but didn't provide as much detail as possible. Most installers rely on pre-printed templates, which only gives room for a few words. This left no room for other important information like schematics or graphical representations, specifications and instructions, arc fault ratings of equipment, lists of circuits controlled by energy management systems, and inspection stickers. The 2020 edition of the NEC makes a significant change by allowing the circuit directory to be placed next to the panel board, with location approval to be specified by the authority having jurisdiction. This is a big step toward an improved product and will make it easier to coordinate maintenance and inspections of panel board installations.